welcome back to Nugget Garage. This time we're going to keep working on this Nugget.
It's called?
What is it, the day after Australia Day? It's about 4,000 degrees, but it's the only chance we're going to have to work on it. I think we plan on trying to get all the front of the motor together. I'll put some of the sub harnesses on that I've made. We might do the intercooler piping. Just try and get everything as much as I can finished in the bay. Then we might go underneath and play with Tailshaft and transcooler. See if we get that far. A little bit more motivated on it actually. We had Dane from Corn-Fed Boost over here on, when was that, last weekend? Saturday.
Saturday. A couple of days ago, yeah, Saturday. So
he's been playing around with Turbo Ecotechs for a while, so we ran his car up on the Hub Dyno and it made like 750 rear wheel at 30 pounds. So
yeah,
it was
impressive.
Impressive, yeah.
Impressive.
So a little bit more interested in having a go now.
Yeah, so we'll roll some footage of that.
Yeah. Got ignition leads coming this week. Made a coil bracket out of LS1 coils. We'll bolt that on today too. I've got to make a couple of little adapters to hang it off the plenum. All right,
so,
we'll start.
So we'll get into it.
You wanted, eh?
Yeah, a little bit. We just kept cramming boosting and kept.
You don't give it more?
No, we're going to try and keep it flat now.
That's as far as you'll go boost wise?
Yeah, pretty much about 30. I'm happy.
Got to be happy with that.
Yeah.
We're just making sure the boost stays inside the cooling system. Yeah. Apparently you can buy them, but that means spending money on an Ecotech, and I am not keen.
Where does the power steer reservoir bolt to?
It's somewhere on the radiator here. On there, right there. There's a bracket that clips onto.
Can you hear that?
It goes.
So I've got to do some more wiring with the alternator. That's what this is. And then this one is the crank angle sensor harness. And then we're going to make a coil bracket to hold that there.
Oh, look at that. Are we missing stuff? And things? And whatnot?
Probably put the little twisty brackets. Don't get too carried away. Should work.
That's all it's got to do. Oh, look out, that's fancy. Hey, little Dane nuts.
It's like a Meccano set, isn't it?
Yeah, how fancy that is. That's a bit flash for an Ecotech, mate. Oh, there's some on the bottom too, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
It's almost like you care. Which is weird, because it's the V6.
Just thinking of spectator safety.
This thing's almost ready to fire.
If you had aero start and then we had ignition leads, I could make it go.
How's it go?
Well, if you want to play with the shafts, I'll go and buy a thousand.
Alright, so we've got both our tail shafts here. This is the wagon one that came out of Shifty's car. This is the sedan one I bought the other day. Clearly there's a bit of a length difference, so we're hoping we can put the shorter sedan rear onto the wagon shaft. Should just bolt straight in, bit of luck. It's got like a little CV joint thing, which I learnt about pulling this one apart yesterday. We'll figure out how we go about putting that together, re-grease it and get it in there. Should fit. Oh, I've lost my balls. Alright, get rid of that one. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen by myself.
Can't control your own balls.
No, I need help with my balls. I need somebody else to hold my balls. I've lost all of my balls now.
What's the technique?
I don't know. Just got to shove it in the hole, and I know you got to like put it on a big twisty angle to slide it in a bit at a time, but the balls fall out.
Got a herniated ball sack.
Oh, that one's in there.
You're not supposed to put your balls in the hole. Stop it, you've gone too far. Look at the mess you've made. You should just be able to go.
But you can't. I can't even cut my balls. It's just, there's far too much going on.
Yeah.
I got it right over on a big angle here like that, and one side went in, and then one of my balls fell out. And
It's already
I couldn't get the shaft in. That's going in there. Maybe I can hold the balls in with my flange. Is that going in?
No.
Are you sure? That's wait.
You would know if it's in, mate.
You can feel it.
You would know.
Look, that's going in. I just need to just slam it hard. Oh, my finger's in there.
It's not right.
It is right. I just
not.
jammed it in there. Don't break it.
Told you that bit come off. There's a ball still out.
Can't be a ball out. That ball's out of here. You were the one who pushed the shaft.
Yeah.
I was just holding the hole.
There's Chris greasing up his
You just got to
flange.
grease up the hole. Everybody knows you've got to grease the flange up before you stick it in. So it turns out I don't know much about tail shafts or CV joints in them. And when I pulled it apart, apparently these two different bits come off altogether. I didn't know that. So we had to just rebuild the entire centre. Well, Scott did because I sucked at it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty greasy flange.
Oh, slap it together.
Oh, well, that's tail shaft hopefully done. Hopefully it fits. Pick the car up on the hoist and we'll have a look. Hopefully this will fit. Beautiful. Who'd have thought, eh? Actually worked. Tail shaft that fits. Surprised it worked, to be honest. What's all these Allen key things?
Well, I don't have normal bolts anyway.
It's a bit fresh, isn't it? That's going to blow out for sure. How much boost are they rated to? Look at it.
Custom. Imagine if it makes more than the Iron Lion.
How much is the Iron Lion, mate?
420.
That is the goal. Someone blow your doors off, mate.
Outlaw Olympics.
Outlaw
You can
Olympics.
take all the fucking drugs that you want. Just see how fast they go.
Are these things rare just like here? Or are they rare everywhere? Alright, well, that's about the end of this one for us. We've got a fair bit done on it. Actually, Scott's done a little bit of intercooler piping done. He's welded to the front housing of the turbo. We've got the heater hoses done, the tensioner done, alternators on there, belts on there. What else we got done? We got fuel rails being changed to -6 fitting so we can hook up some fuel system. We've got the coil packs wired up, mounted up, we've got the leads done.
You figured out a trick to put those leads together?
Yeah, the first one took me about an hour, the second one took me about half an hour, and the last 3 took me about 10 seconds.
Yeah. So degreaser is your secret.
Degreaser.
Found that out.
Yeah, that's the go. We've still got a fair bit to go on the car. So we've got...
next week we're going to mainly wiring, fuel system.
Yeah, fuel system. We've got to do brakes. I was talking to Shifty actually last night, and he said we have to change this master cylinder out to a VT one. Otherwise we will have bugger all for brakes with the VT brakes that are now on it.
Oh.
So we can keep that beast, but change the master, he said. So he's pretty onto it. So what have we got left to do on here? We're going
to keep it old school. We're going to use some autometer gauges. So we've got to,
oh yeah,
we've got to do a dash panel.
They're going inside the car.
Yeah, switch panel.
They're not going outside the car.
Cow gauges would be cool.
So we've got to finish intercooler piping. Obviously the brakes, as I said, we've got to do something for a diff too. We've got a few bits and pieces laying around, but we'll get to that eventually. What else have we got to do?
Transcooler,
transmission wiring,
shifter cables. So there's a good 2 weeks worth.
Yeah, there's still a bit of work in it yet before it goes anywhere. So I don't know, what else we got?
I don't know, I'm melting.
All right, that's about it for this one. We'll see you next week. If you like our junk, subscribe, like the bell thing, and comment about stuff.
Oh, what about the name?
The name? Oh, the name, that's right. We've had a lot of names. Actually, there's a lot of names you wouldn't dare use. Yeah, there's one that is quite controversial, which we won't use, and we don't have a boogie board anyway, so we won't put that up there. There's been some good. There's obviously the obvious Nugget one, which is that's a bit ordinary because we already got nug cart, so we won't nug everything. But the most popular seems to be the mule.
Some sort of mule, yeah.
Mule or donkey or Eeyore. There has been a few names. There's been Derek, Kevin, Shazza. But
I'll pick something before we name this video.
Yeah, Dave said we should call it the land dolphin.
Not a land-based dolphin. Oh no. Okay, it's possible.
Yeah. But yeah, all right.
All right, next week.
That's it. We'll see you next week. Starting to look like some form of motor.
Engine.
Engine, it is. It's not a motor.
I did it last episode I called it a motor.
Yeah, it's not a motor.
Like an ATM machine, or a 2-speed power glide.
He does look quite surprised, and he is pointing downwards.
What is he doing? I don't understand.
What's the drippy stuff? What is it?
It's like it's corn juice.
Ah.
They're making E85 out of him with a turbo. Is that what they're doing? But then how come it's sticky?
Maybe it's unrefined. Maybe it's not mixed with
Mate, it's like molasses.
98 yet.
It's crude E85.
Crude E85.
Testicles.
Testicles? Testicles? Why is it always about balls?
Because they're funny.
Balls are funny?
Yeah. I don't need them anymore. They just sort of hang around.